Sup, nerds? We're live.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hi,
Nerds.
hello.
Hello.
We did this.
Hi.
We are back. For episode 5. Right in the middle. This is our mid season. And from what I understand, what we got planned, it's gonna be perfect.
It's gonna be so messy, but like wonderfully
we're
messy.
we're all
Yes, it is.
perfect.
Yes, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with any of us for any reason.
Yeah.
We know the old man is carrying us, though.
Yes, both
He is.
literally and figuratively.
Mhm.
Yeah, and emotionally.
Physically and
All of
metaphorically.
the above.
Man. Anyway, welcome back, everyone. It's good to be back. It's fucking cold here in Vancouver. We're at like 11 degrees Fahrenheit, which I hate. But I'm toasty in my house. But yeah, I'm gonna shut the fuck up and let Arnica start us off with intros and icebreaker questions and all that good stuff. Go ahead, Arnica. Start us off, friend.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being back. I'm your GM, Arnica Ross. You may notice that I seem more alert, more aware. It's because I'm off the potato med. Everyone celebrate. Look at me. I could string together 2 sentences without having to pause for like 30 seconds. But you know what? I was doing it. Good for past me, but I'm glad to be back.
I'm happy for
So,
present you.
so happy for present me. So let's go ahead and start us off with a really great question. Oh yeah, pronoun she, her. I have an excellent question. I totally thought about it ahead of time because I've been doing this for years and I absolutely know I'm supposed to have one. I am not buying time at all. So what is no, I feel like I asked that question already. Okay, you got to sit all of the characters down for a board game. What board game are you going to put in front of these chuckle fucks? It's you and then all of your characters.
And the characters. So the players and the characters.
No, just you, the player, and then
Oh.
your character and everyone else's. You got to teach them a board game. What board game are you putting in front of them?
Ooh.
I know. I know what I'm doing.
Well, good. Let's go ahead and start with Madman.
Sure. Hi, I'm Mara. I use they, she pronouns, and I am playing your lovely Fire Nation in hiding Wong, who uses he, they pronouns. I I think this would work for everybody in a group. I think the game has enough players to have everybody, players and player characters. I want to have them all play Mysterium.
Ooh.
I don't know if y'all know what Mysterium is, but
I don't.
basically,
Tell me more.
okay, so Mysterium is a collaborative board game. It's a you all win or you lose type of situation, but one person plays a ghost who was murdered somewhere in this house, and everybody else are playing psychics, right? And in order, you need to figure out your person, place, or thing like clue, like the murder weapon. But the only thing the ghost can do is hand you these trippy ass cards that are so surreal and shit to give you hints.
It's so good.
And now I'm just imagining
Okay.
like people playing when they're high.
Mm.
It's
That's
a wild game.
hilarious.
It's great. There's a lot of birds.
That's hilarious. Okay, I can see this. I'm here. I I'm with this. I
Play
got you.
Mysterium, folks. It's great. It's wild.
All right. Let's go ahead and pop over to Casey. Casey, what about you?
Hello, I am Casey. He, him pronouns. I play Lo Fong, our I guess one of the many sad boys in this cast, for various different reasons. Um, boy, if for a board game with me and all of our characters, I honestly can't think of anything better than Betrayal at House on the Hill.
Oh my god.
I think with this specific group of characters, it would be incredibly funny once it got to the haunt portion of the game.
Yes.
Because every single character would play in a very different way.
Fair.
this. I like this. Y'all are getting ready to spend up my tax money. I'm like sitting here making notes on the names of these board games and shit. Shout out to my sister for arranging the living room so that when I looked around desperately, I saw all the board games underneath the TV. All right. What about you, Obi?
All right, all right. I am Obadiah, also known as Shinobi, but today I am Kim Ji Woon. And but what I would make Kim Ji Woon and others sit down to play is, as a matter of fact, a board game I got introduced to last weekend. What goes by the name of a Small Worlds, which is in essence it's a lot like Risk. Uh, in particular, I want it because I know one of the best ways to just really test and fray uh, a friendship, to really show what people are in the dark is to put points between the trust of their friends and total victory. And I want to see where people go.
Okay, Agent of Chaos.
And
Let's
why
see.
would Kayam crawl over our corpses?
Under that facade, you like there's a monster. Like,
What an excellent lead in, High Val.
hi, I'm Val. This is my channel. I use any and all pronouns, though I'm having a little she/her moment this week. I think it's the cute goth haircut I got. The Askayam, our they hear a beanpole of a person. As far as like what they would do board game wise, or what I would give for the characters, I'm stuck between two. In the similar vein of like testing friendships, I kind of want to give them Munchkin, because Munchkin can be really fueled in a funny way, but I think my final answer is Truth or Drink.
Hmm.
Because here's what's up between those two, between this group, is that these characters, so many would choose to drink until they have no choice but to tell the truth because all of the drinking has forced them to tell the truth. And it would just be a good time, in my opinion. Because it's a good character building moment for everyone. Speaking of character building moments, this is a viewer affected game. You can affect the game with your bid subs and donations. See, I can segue. Every 100 biddies, which by the way, I actually need to update Nightbot because it's still from last night's. Every 100 biddies gives a reroll. When you subscribe to the channel, you can give a +1 to anybody here. And it's slide and scale donation through coffee. To make shit happen or to make us leave. We will stop streaming for $10,000. We'll keep playing. And we'll keep recording the sessions and posting them. We just won't do it live anymore. But you gotta give us $10,000 because all of us here could use about 2K in our lives right about now. So that's some life-changing money. But yeah, that's everything on this end, I think. Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead, Arnica. It's your turn.
Fantastic. I just want everyone to know that I would sit your characters down for a round of the Great British Bake Off board game. It's this little tile builder game, and it's so funny. And I want to watch both Kim Ji Woon and Lo Fong both have to look me dead in the eye and say, soggy bottom. Because they both gonna do it so differently. And I'm just like, cool. This is gonna be the funniest thing that anyone has ever done at my house.
Okay, somebody please donate money to make these characters enter into a baking competition today.
I will do it. I will scrap 3/4 of what I have planned for today, and we will do. I love cooking shows. I can no shit bullshit an entire baking. I can do it right now. Bet.
Oh, sleeping
Bet,
on my
let's
muffin.
go.
All right. So it has been an up and down kind of couple months for y'all. It's been so dangerous and then so boring and then so dangerous and then so emotional and then so boring and then so dangerous. And now it's just being a little bit wild. You are back in the city, and you're not just back in the city, you are back in the artsy district of the upper echelons of the city, where all of a sudden things are filtered through an entirely different set of priorities. There's a whole lot of hurry up and wait for no reason. There's so much extra bullshit bit in the kind of extra rules you have to put on top of rules to put on top of rules because you ain't got nothing else to do with your day. You got too much money. Anyway, this is where you find yourself now, is caught in this hurry up and wait moment. You message has been sent to the palace. While there are people moving, they're not quite the people you think who are heading towards the house. Don't worry about that. It's not important to you. What is important to you is that y'all are staying at Kayam's house. Kim Ji-woon has to go see his auntie, Honorable Lady Ji-woon. Now, here's the thing about the Honorable Lady Ji-woon of Ba Sing Se. You know how everybody, not everybody, but most families will have that one wild baby girl. She's rotten because she is at her heart a joy to be around. People enjoy her. She's fun, she's pleasant, and she knows how to work all of that to her advantage. She had everyone in her family wrapped around her finger. Her dad, her brothers, her uncle, her grandpa, sure did. Did that make her wild? Sure did. Did they settle her in the city somewhere else, let her go party out of the way where she can't get in the wrong kind of trouble? Sure did. That kind of little sister, that kind of auntie, the rich party auntie that only comes around once a year. And in fact, you should probably go visit her. Let's not bring her to the house. Absolutely life goals.
Life goals.
Your auntie Mame. Okay. If you're old enough to get that reference, you'll be like,
Life goals.
yeah, that bitch. This is Lady Ji-woon. She's now in her mid 50s. Um, so still the baby, but grown ass woman. She's got this she has it like, I don't know what she has them do to her hair, but the silver shines like, I don't know, maybe she literally has them bend very thin silver around the grays in her hair because nobody's silver does what hers does when the sun hits it. She has this one ridiculously dignified foxy ass streak that just flows down the edge of her hair. And then it's always in a gorgeously elaborate, too simple, too fancy to be simple, too simple to be bougie. Like, it's so classy. This bitch is so classy. You don't understand. There is no way Kayam could ever have said.
I-
Kayam never had a
I
chance.
didn't. And
Kayam never had a chance.
And you know what? I didn't want to say no. So like, he was like, you know what? Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so Lady Ji-woon lives right on the edge of where she technically does not live in the arts district. Your grandfather would never have allowed that, Kim Ji-woon, and you know this. but she does live right on the edge of it. She has a small estate because technically the building, she owns the building and the land around it, but it's on the edge. There's some land, there's some stuff, but there's also a building, like an apartment building where it connects to the street. She's supposed to be renting it out. The scandalous woman rents out the large thing and lives in a penthouse apartment above the business. Like, your grandfather is not pleased, but technically she followed instructions, which was that she was to live in the house on the estate he bought her. And he loves it when she gets around him. He's mad, but he loves it. This is why she is the way she is, because he thinks that shit's funny. And then he paid to rehab the penthouse. She's so rotten. She's so rotten. Everybody loves your auntie. Here's the Kim. Everybody love your auntie. um, so you know where to reach out to her. Are you going to send a message ahead, or are you going to go yourself?
I'm going myself. It's been years. Uh, it's it's Auntie Win. It's Auntie Win. But it's been years. It's been years.
It is. So here's the thing. Auntie Wynn never, ever, ever wanted children. Auntie Wynn fucking loves kids. She just didn't want to be nobody's mama. Her favorite time of year was when y'all came to visit her. She went all out. Every time you've been to Boston, say it has been a whirlwind. If y'all went to zoos, y'all went flying with like Airbender. She took y'all on like Airbender balloon trips that they used to do once a year at this big festival at the Grand Earthbenders University. It's got a real name, but I can't remember it, even though the book's right here. I could look, but then I'd lose my train of thought. Like your auntie went all out. You have a very, very particular memory of her being a specific kind of amazing whirlwind adventure auntie. But also, you were a child and she knew ahead of time you were coming. She had time to, make her house child friendly, to really plan for people to not be there, to cultivate that perfect auntie that she wanted you to see. Mr. Kim, she don't know you coming. I would just like to start with that. So as you pull up to the building,
She has an ADHD.
there
household.
is the business downstairs is a restaurant. It's a very it's technically like an in and out noodle place, but it is the fanciest, bougiest little noodle place in the world. Their noodles are good, but people are sitting in there. It's super trendy. Um, because it's right there next to the arts district, but it's too good to be the arts district. So it's that hyper stylized, I'm arts but better.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. If you actually go to arts college, you can't afford to be in here, and we know it. Get out.
yeah. And it's lit up, it's full of people. You head around the side of the building to where the private door is. And the private door is not very private. Like all the lights are on. There are lights. There are two large men with earth gauntlets and suits. Like Auntie Wynn is throwing a party tonight. Um, and they just stand and they move right in front of you. Boom, they form a full wall. They look at you and they go, one of them doesn't say anything. The other one opens his mouth and goes, it's not an aggressive, are you on the list? Like, you obviously look like one of the people who belongs here, but it's kind of something about you is making him think, you know what, there's a question mark on the end of this. Are you on the list? Question mark. It's respectful, but still, he want to know.
Okay, yeah, he's coming moderately correct, so I'm not going to choose to get offended. Instead, if Kim Ji Woon isn't on the list, fix the list.
Um, and so you know what? They look at each other. You got to be a fucking fool. No one is going to be bold enough to walk up to Win Ji Woon's house and pretend to be a Ji Woon. Like, so obviously you are. They don't know who Kim Ji Woon is, but they know that you're, I don't know. They can look at you and tell you're a nephew or something. It's a real quick add up. So one of them goes, Mr. Ji Woon, if you will come with us, we're going to go get your aunt. We'll let your aunt know that you're here. So one of them takes you just inside the house to a foyer. But Mr. Kim, now normally when you go to your auntie's house, like there's this great painting from when she was younger, like just not quite a teenager. It's supposed to be a family portrait, and it was commissioned by the youngest brother, not Uncle Boomy and not your grandpa. There's four in your grandpa's generation. It was commissioned by the youngest brother, and you've seen the real version of this family portrait. It hangs in most of the houses. Everyone is dressed beautifully. They are standing perfectly still. Y'all look excellent. So sharp. You can see where you get your good looks and excellent genes from. This one is so funny. Your auntie is just like halfway through a handstand. Your grandfather is they're all like teenagers or younger. You've never seen your grandfather laughing like he is in this painting. It was a quick sketch thrown together by the artist, but the brothers saw it and went in and bought it for their mother, and their mother passed it down to their sister when your grandmother died. So that's where you are. You see that you're used to seeing that picture, right? That's the one that's there. Mr. Jiwon, the picture that's not it's not the family portrait that hangs in the entryway. It is like it's this great sexy picture of your aunt. Like she's one of those women who turned 50 and realized that that she was somehow even hotter than she was at 25. And normally in like 2024, you have a sexy boudoir shot done, but instead she had like three different artists come in and do like a triptych of nude paintings of her artfully draped in silk. So like you can't see everything, but what you can't see, you know is there. It's like they're gorgeous, they're artistic. They are not the paintings that hang there when you come to your auntie's house and there's your auntie.
There were thoughts I had. There were thoughts. Kim Jong was planning how this was going to, like, how he was going to field this. Expected some kind, like, to navigate some kind of attack. Thoughts are blasted out of his skull. He is trying to. He is just. Yeah, okay.
There's like
What day is it?
what day is it?
Am I?
Kim Ji Woon needs a moment.
Okay.
This
I need
is
to.
titty trauma.
I'm going to need to find something. I need to find something to look at, so I do not have to. Because if I am facing the right direction when this interaction starts, I don't have to engage with these paintings.
Um, Kim Ji Woon, the guard sees you. He sees just the you look it's hard to describe the way your face fell, the lightly, like it is the look of a man who just, like, I don't really know how to describe this look. It's sad. You look so sad. You're like, why? Like, okay, yes, other women, but not my auntie. Not my auntie. Not not in front of the salad, auntie. He sees just this curdled milk sadness on your face, and this good man steps between you and the view of all these people partying, mingling underneath these photos of these beautiful paintings of your aunt. Just the party is loud, the music is loud, the place is bumping. There are people everywhere. Like there's an odor in the air.
Oh
People are
no!
I don't know.
smoking.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I
Like
don't know what it is.
it's auntie's having a party. And he just kind of steps between you and the view and he goes, so Mr. Jiwoon, how is your family? How is your honorable mother?
He blinks again, and like begin like starts hmm. Last I spoke to mother, she was doing well. It's been a few months with recent events. I have not been able to get word back. There, mm, there. What was I saying? She was last. There were some small animals. The uh and to just try and just because he thinks maybe whatever that smell is, maybe it's something that just got stuck in my nose, so I'm just gonna surreptitiously just a little puff up, and just a little just a little just like a little bit of fire bending to try and like burn whatever it is out of my nose. And instead what I have done is toasted the stank. And this guard is treated to the fascinating idea of just there's the moment where him he just stops because like he can't respirate before lest cross a Rubicon. He has not come here to cross. The family is doing well. I did not expect to be in Vossing Say at this time, but I couldn't just ignore Auntie Win. It's been years. It's been years.
Uh, this is an older man. He's about the age of the guard you're used to seeing. You're used to seeing a particular group of 3 guards with your auntie every time you visit. This dude's about the same age, and he just kind of gives you a wry smile, and he's like, "Yeah, my friend, my friend Juan is normally on duty when you come visit your aunt, and now a little bit of look. He's been doing so good keeping a straight face. You can't be mad that a little bit of a tiny bit of mirth seeps through as he says, "Yeah, my friend Juan is normally on when you come visit."
Yeah. Little Juan.
Juan's well. Juan's well. He has
That's
grandchildren now. He gives you something solid to latch onto, something familiar.
yeah.
Juan Juan who normally stands there at the door to greet you, and the pictures that he stands beneath are not your aunt's ass meats wrapped beautifully in silk. He stands below a picture of your fucking family when you come to greet him. And he's always so nice. And that nice one has grandchildren now.
He's got grandchildren. How old are they? He's just latching onto this.
um, this man, he gets paid what he's worth, and he is worth a lot. He is so smooth. Like, it's been so long since you have been with like a well-trained. The G wounds have a particular class of servant that works for them. Like, people who could, if they chose not to work for other people, would be considered pretty high up on their own in like a rural spot. But here they like choose to work in at a certain level. Like, there's a certain level of prestige servant. You're used to those kind of people. You haven't been around one in months, Kim Ji Woon, and here, this is the kind of service you're used to. Someone so smart, so quick, so clever, so dangerous. Okay, it smells like weed and perhaps some other burnable substance. It smells potent in here, and maybe it's making your head spin a little, but he just kind of earth bends. The beautiful lattice wall kind of cracks in like this ornate wavy pattern and slides into the regular wall. A nice cross breeze starts coming through, clearing out the room, helping you clear your head a little bit. And he helps distract you. The two of you have a lovely conversation for a couple minutes until your aunt comes in the room. Your aunt comes in the room. Her hair is done up in this gigantic, ornate. This is not classy. This is like, it's not bad. It's avant-garde. It's super cutting edge. She has it twisted in such a way with very particular, like, carved jade channels that she's fire bending up in. She has her hair coated in some kind of protective shellac or something. It's very colorful. It's it's a party. It's an avant-garde party with artists. She's in this very short, very flashy, just the hair matched the outfit, matched the nails. The nails are like 6 inches long. And she's got a drink in one hand. Auntie's turned. You've never seen her drunk. You've seen her a little tipsy. You ain't never seen Auntie drunk. She's so thrilled to see you. She goes, "It is my little kid. Oh, I have honey. You should have told me. Why? You should have told me you were coming." She's so fast. She just kind of like teeter-totter. She teeter-totter over to you real quick. She don't spill a drop though. Those heels are so high, Mr. Kim. That dress is so short. She's just like,
Uh, yes, yeah. It was. I didn't. The plans changed. I did not realize I was coming to Ba Sing Se until I was here,
oh, oh,
and
oh. And you see her kind of stop and look at you and look at the house and look at you and look at her dress, look at you, and just kind of, well, at least you've grown, I guess. You really should have told me you were coming, Kimmy.
and he blinks and it's Auntie Win, so it's okay. Like for a second, just the this 19-year-old boy just looks back at his auntie and he's like, I really should have.
I really should. Y'all have a good laugh together, like a good rueful laugh, because ain't nothing to be done now. You done walked in on Auntie, toe up and partying. It is what it is. You a grown man, she a grown woman, and it is that moment where you really take that first step where your family, like, you've been grown technically, you're 19, but you've just been everyone's 19-year-old baby. Okay, congratulations, you a grown man, you still are baby. Ha ha ha. Trust me, I know. I'm fighting that fight right now in real life because mine is almost a grown man. That's my beautiful baby. No, my beautiful baby. So no, you have now crossed that special Rubicon where your aunt looks at you and she doesn't, like she said Kimmy, but she doesn't look at you and see her 4-year-old Kimmy, who was her absolute favorite, Kimmy and Winnie. Party in Boston Say, but Party in Boston Say was ice cream and the zoo. And now it's not 4-year-old Kimmy Party in Boston Say, that's Kim Ji Woon. Oh my gosh, you a grown ass man, dog. But you can't be here because Auntie's partying. So she looks at you, she laughs, and she goes, "You have done your duty by letting me know you were in town. Um, you were your manners were perfect to your detriment. Why don't you go ahead back to where you're staying, and I'll come. I will pay you a visit tomorrow." And she looks at her drink and she sips it. Not early. Where are you staying, my love?
And he he went like he winces. Uh Kayam, could you remind me what your Kayam's player even? Could you remind me what your family name is?
You know what? I never gave them a family name. But it is now. Give me 5 seconds. Because I need to look at. Because I want to just. Um. It's the Gao Hong family. So.
The Gao Hung family estate.
And once again, Auntie freeze, you freeze, Auntie freeze, you freeze. Takes a slightly slower sip of her drink. Oh, is
Yes, he is.
and is his mother?
She is.
Would you like to meet for a late brunch, honey? We could meet at there's the most divine little bistro. It is half a block further in on my side of town. Would you like to meet for brunch instead, baby? I'll have them do some decorating while we're at brunch.
Decorating.
Nobody wants to see. Look, I understand. Everybody wants to see that, but you don't.
I
Let's take another sip.
I
Not to turn.
I am also awaiting summons from the Earth King, and they expect to call on me there.
And now Auntie stop. She's turned. She ain't foolish. She freezes and she looks at you real close and she goes, do I need to call somebody? I can Who do you want there? Do you need lawyers? Do you need bodyguards? Do you need press? Who do you want? Do you want me to call Uncle Boomy? I will call Uncle Boomy.
Uncle Boomy's mostly aware. It's not. I didn't.
She's taken
And
aback. Uncle
he
Boomy's
stops
aware.
he stops about to say I didn't do anything because that is a lie.
That is a lie. You have never in I want you to know you have literally never in your life lied to your Auntie Win. Your Auntie Win she is everyone's favorite auntie. She is. All of you are like, Auntie Win's my favorite. And somehow Auntie Win goes, and you're all my favorite in different ways, and you all believe her because you know it's true. She's so good at making it true. You have never lied to your Auntie Win. You've thought about it, but you're like, okay, can I tell you the truth or you don't get mad? And Auntie Gwen says yes. And like 90% of the time, she don't get mad. She's so good at it. And when she does, you know that you've really endangered yourself or something else. Like it's serious. You have always been such a good boy for your Auntie Win when you went to visit. And you ain't never lied to her before. You can't lie to her now. She
There's
goes,
been trouble with the Fire Nation. I am in a lot of it. That it's not. I am fairly confident that the Earth King is not going to get hasty. There, I've got letters from the Earth Queen, summons. There's news, bad news, very bad news.
Oh, I. And she turns around and she puts her fingers in her mouth and she lets rip the loudest, longest whistle you have ever heard in your life. Like it's one of them, the cops is coming whistles. Literally, jazz stops. The meme is true. There was great jazz happening. It just she go, everybody get out of my house. Now. And people do. They start getting up. They start finding coats. Servants start appearing out of nowhere, and they're very quietly taking glasses, handing people bags, handing people shawls, handing people their drawers. Like it's an Auntie Main party. Okay.
Yeah.
So handing people stuff and like seeing them, to discreet corners and bathrooms where they can get dressed and then out the door. People have cleared. Your aunt's house went from bumping to empty within 12 minutes. There's a reason people take the G wound seriously. Your friends don't understand. There's a reason you act the way you do.
53 months AYOOOOO.
So now it's just you and Auntie's most trusted security. You guys walk past the entryway. These gods of men just stand on either side of you. You can't see nothing but walls of thick, muscular shoulders. There are no paintings. They are so close. That's almost 2 weeks. Wow. I have a live.
It's crazy.
And so you guys go up to your auntie's office. She kind of does one of these. She firebends her hair out. She's like, come over here. Come over here and take this.
Yeah.
Come take auntie's hair down and come talk to me. Tell me what's going on. And with that, I'm going to leave you with your Auntie Wen in her office, which is as protected as a G-Wound's office gets. There are men outside. There are men on the windows. They have started contacting each other. The G-Wound estate is logging down. The restaurant, all of a sudden they've run out of stuff. The restaurant downstairs is closed. The people renting the back have decided they want to go to bed real early for no particular reason. And with that, we're going to pull back from the G-Wounds. Where we are going to jump real quick is to Lo Fong. Now, Lo Fong, you are sitting like there's a low wall towards the back of Chaim's family's house. Because of how things are layered and ringed and set up in Ba Sing Se. There are places where in the smaller artsy back corners, like they literally press the estates up against each other, up against the walls. They use all of it. There's no, ooh, here's my separator field between me and the neighbor. It's like, ooh, we both have lovely yards and they touch each other. But through a terrace, mine's taller than yours.
Of course.
So you're sitting in a spot in like the back corner of a terrace so that your back is against the wall. But your back is against the solid rock part of the ground, not the wall itself. What you're doing is you're kind of in that back corner watching. You're wedged into like a corner and you're watching not out ahead of you, but you're watching that wall. And you're thinking, yes, the yards do touch butts. Why don't you tell us what you're thinking about as you sit there? Why are you watching that wall so intently?
Because it's familiar. Not this particular wall, but like this layout. Because there were missions that were done in this part of Ba Sing Se, specifically the Arts District. One of them not too far away from where we're currently staying. Is thinking about one of his. He's probably thinking about the mission that he did here because it was one of his first as like the leader of a team rather than just someone on it. But it was a noble who kind of lived in the Arts District, and he was kind of, not. I mean, you like Chaim's mom is another one. They don't really fit into like the noble power structure. They're just kind of like rich people with connections, and more eccentric. And this guy discovered the existence of Lo Fang's organization and was threatening to expose them.
A whistleblower.
Yeah. And so he had to be made an example of. And so Lo Fang was ordered to take his team in and kill him, kill his family, kill everyone who lived in the mansion. And while, they made it out, but like they did it. They did it. Like they killed probably 20 to 30 people that night. And it was one of the few times that like things that happened in the noble area, like usually they keep that sort of stuff kind of hush hush, but this news of this massacre made it all through the city.
Like they were gossiping about this in the Mama G hole in the wall spots down in the third ring. Like everybody knew.
Like everybody knew.
Okay. So you were leading. It was your first time leading your own team. You must have been really fucking proud of yourself. Such a clean, like you had a clean entry. You did it. It was fast. It was smooth.
It was
perfect.
Damn
near silent.
It was perfect as far as the parameters of the mission. Like in and out, no one noticed them coming in, no one saw them going out, no targets escaped.
How did you feel afterwards? Were you proud of yourself and your team?
Yeah. At the time, absolutely. And now he's horrified. Like he was a kid who was kind of forced into it, and accomplishing it earned him approval that was so rarely given that you're damn right he felt proud about it at the time. But he is since escaping, his views on a lot of this stuff has changed, and he is very much no longer proud of anything he did.
There are the urge. You've been really pushing it back all day because you know it's important. You got to be here. You're waiting on the king's pleasure, which means you're supposed to wait. Mm-hmm. Don't let the king's people show up and y'all aren't here. But all day, it's been in the back of your mind. You really just want to see. Like y'all didn't destroy the house. There was no physical sign. It was a day and a half before anyone realized that no one had seen a single member of that family. Y'all were like, because you did no damage. There wasn't a shit shutter, nothing to make people think something had happened in the house.
Yeah.
So the house was able to be cleaned up and sold. And
someone lives there now.
Somebody lives there now, and all freaking day you have been fighting the urge to just walk by and see who is it that's there now. Is it any different than it used to be? I'm going to ask you to actually push your luck, and let's see if you beat that urge back now.
That's passion, right?
It is. Oh my gosh, you know what I just realized? We've been doing this for an hour, and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't have my fucking Roll20 open. We just been talking that good shit.
Stop. Just
Hey,
playing that shit.
push your luck is passion. All right, here we go. That is a 9.
Nice. So let me go ahead and there we go. It's finishing
It's a
opening now.
it's a mixed
Beautiful.
success.
It is a mixed success. So here's what happens. Actually, why don't you tell me? Do you go ahead and convince yourself not to go, but I'm gonna have you take a condition, probably stressed, or
I'd think with that
angry.
I'd think he probably left, like he started walking that direction, and even if he didn't go all the way there, now he's out.
Okay. So since you left, instead of taking a condition, I'm going to let you decide. I'm going to let you decide what happens next. So you do not beat the impulse. You go ahead, you get up, you start to wander from Kayam's estate, and you head towards that house. Do you go to the house or do you stop yourself partway?
I probably stop when I'm almost there before I can see it,
Okay.
and I just like, what am I doing? Why am I here?
That is such a good question. I'm gonna leave you pondering that. We're gonna get back to you. Let's pop back over to Kayam's estate.
Mhm.
Now, Wong, Kayam,
Mhm.
let's start with y'all. Where have y'all been while Kim Ji Woon needed some time away from your face right now? And then he had to go see his auntie. And what are y'all up to?
Is it the
Can I
next
get a refresher
day?
on what? Can I get a refresher on what the estate looks like, the shape and like what everything?
I'll take it away. This is your fucking house. I don't
Yeah,
know.
tell us
Yeah,
what the
Y'all live
estate.
here.
it's one of those. It's a little eccentric, but like Kayam has like his own wing and yard and courtyard. He is an only child, so from his mom, and it was definitely one of those estates that you can definitely tell started off as sort of like maybe like a smaller space on a larger yard, and things just kept getting added. So there's no like there's like and as far as like the architecture and the shape of everything, let's say like the main part of the house in the front is just sort of like a rectangle, and that main part is where you would have like entertaining guests and things like that. And then on the right in, there's a long wing of the house that's for his mom, and like her like studies and her research and her labs and all of that is there. And she has her own yard that has a lovely terrace courtyard, a lovely terrace down the middle that goes into Kayam's courtyard, and there is a near identical looking wing, just not quite as long, but there's clearly like space for like add-ons sort of thing. And then in the back, there's an equal square from the front one that is the like an identical one that is for guests to sleep at, sort of thing. Like the guest rooms are there, in case
Right.
people need to spend time here.
So,
Yeah.
So excessive.
no, it's not. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Look at this. So, what I am hearing, and I'm going to have
Yeah.
to sketch it out to be sure.
Yeah.
And let me go ahead and. Actually, let's
It's
do
too
that.
excessive for Wong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Wong's like, what the
A
fuck?
lot.
And each one of those spaces has its own full kitchen.
So what I'm hearing is that this is our front part. You
Yep.
come in from here. This is a split level building in that it's on a
Yep.
terrace space. So both of these wings have like an upper and a lower.
Yep.
These have a ground and an upper, maybe like a
Yep.
loft, but not a
Yep.
full upper. There are breezeways in. There's a courtyard in this area, and then this is like the garden stuff, and it's irregular because it pushes
Yep.
against the walls and terraces of larger
Yep.
estates.
Yep.
Bam.
And
I'm gonna build this in Minecraft this week, 'cause I'm bored.
Oh my god, yes.
there is attached to Kayam's. Kayam has a bathhouse with a hot spring.
Nice.
All right.
It's therapeutic, so.
Right? You are. You
Uh-huh.
do. You have a therapeutic bathhouse. I'll put it, and it'll be like in one. It'll either be boom towards the back corner you want it towards the back corner facing
Yeah.
into the gardens, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So
There's so many cute birds in that garden.
like right here would work. So that it okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that's where Kayam is right now.
Yeah.
Wong, are you looking for Kayam or are you already with Kayam?
I'm probably not intentionally looking for Kayam, but the back gardens probably have like a tree, at least one
yeah,
tree. Probably not too
absolutely.
many because it's the middle of the city, but they have to have some ornamental trees. They're pretty. They're
I'm
high
a plant
status.
Bender. There are
Exactly.
trees. Like, there's definitely a willow. Like,
But I'm probably in. Sorry, I'm probably in one of the trees, probably before Kayam got to the bathhouse, if he's going to the bathhouse.
oh yeah, it's a routine for him to go to the bathhouse. And you know what? He's just, he gets wheeled to the bathhouse.
Yeah.
In his chair.
So
Mhm.
here's the setup for this situation. Wong has been out in the back gardens for a while. Like a cat, Wong wandered outside, found a high spot, climbed up in it, and said, "Mine."
Yeah,
Um,
basically.
Now, the Gaohong estate is one of the is the nicest one in the arts district. It's not the biggest. It's not the most beautiful architecture, but the way that Kayam has these gardens arranged, the different like Kayam, no one else, because they don't know how Kayam plant bends. It's not common knowledge.
Mhm.
Everyone just knows Kayam is super good. His family, his dad's an earth. His dad is like a water bender. I heard they're so good with plants. And he gets it from his father's side, I think. Like everyone thinks it's a little bit weird and funny, but curious in a in a when you're the only it's like being the only black kid in an all white town that likes
I'm a
having
novelty.
because you're different.
Mhm.
Yes, you're theirs. You have to be different than all
Yeah.
the rest of them. Look how clever you are. Like that's how they are. They're like, because that little bit of water bender. Good hair, that kind of
The
thing.
good hair.
The good hair. Y'all know what I mean.
I do.
Y'all know we know what I mean.
As the mixed kid with good hair, I know.
Uh-huh.
Just a great swimmer.
Yeah.
Everybody believes Kayam is a great swimmer. Everyone.
Everyone. So fucking you're in this beautiful, like ornamental Kayam has managed to graft like 3 different kinds of stone fruit onto this tree, and it happens to be just the right edge of the end of summer that 2 of these are ripe. So you've just been sitting there. One of them, the very last of their blossoms, is dying because they blossom at the beginning of the fall. So you can smell flowers while you're eating 2 fruits at once. Nobody's fucking talking to you. Nobody's talking to you, Wong. It's just you and the tree and some peace and some quiet. You just sitting there like a cat, leg dangling, enjoying your sunshine, and just through a window of what you thought maybe might have been like a protected koi pond or something, because there was this large pool just in the middle. You're like, okay, protected koi pond, whatever. I am such a dork. All of a sudden, in comes Kayam being rolled in a chair right in front of this pool.
Right. And
I'll
so
go.
the way that this is even set up, so like he gets wheeled in. He's just in a robe. because he is about to take a bath. He gets wheeled in, and his servant sort of like locks the chair into like this position that's clearly connected to a small slide. Like, and it's just like, he's like, need anything else? No, I'm good. Breakfast is already on the edge of the pool of the bath, so it's good for him. And his servant leaves, and Kayam sits in his chair, legs a little stiff, right? Not quite working. That's the whole bathhouse part. He just unties his robe, slips on out in his beautiful beanpole naked self, and he just slides on in. You're muted, Arnica.
Slides on in.
That's on it.
Slides
Now,
on
well,
in.
in your defense, the reason you didn't realize this was a bathhouse because the water wasn't steaming. It was cool water until right before they left.
Mhm.
Time servants did a little earth bend and slid aside a hidden panel that separated the very hot spring water from the mostly cool water. It floods in from the bottom. The room starts to steam, not fast enough to fog up the windows, not fast enough to do any obscuring, mostly just enough to add some aesthetics as all that kind of come into view. Just slide slowly into the water.
I am
You
going
got a
to
little
polite and not. I know Kayam doesn't give a shit, but I will be polite and wait and just like look away because I don't even know. Kayam probably has noticed me already. Kayam's got the I can hear your heartbeat creepy thing going on.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
So, and when I do make it a point when I come out from underneath the water, though, to just kind of flip my hair back, on the edge of the thing, and I am facing towards the garden because, of course, I'm facing towards my garden that I have cultivated. I want to see my hard work. Why would there anyone be in my garden during my bath time? Oh, look. Wong's eating my fruits. He's got
Wong, you got a little bit of something in the corner of your mouth. A little bit of fruit juice just right there.
It's been long gone. Wong has been just chilling in the tree, and probably from like your vantage point, it's probably like one of the closer trees. He has been looking at something in his hands, but like once he realizes, hey, Kayam is here, you do see me starting to fold it and like put it away into my top.
Hey. You want to come have a bath?
Are you saying I smell?
Yes. We were riding the old van. Plus, it feels really nice. It's the perfect temperature. Gets the blood flowing, gets the muscles, the sinew, just... Yeah, it's good stuff.
Give me a minute.
Okay, there's robes, and I just, like, point, Don't worry,
And-
nobody should be in my yard, so it'll just be me that sees you, I promise.
There's a slight rolling of the eyes, but Wong will like slide off the branch, like dangle for like a split second, like, and then, fall the rest of the way before making his way over to the bathhouse where Kayam pointed to some robes, do a little smell check. Oh, yeah, it's rank.
Actually,
Mhm.
It's bad. Why that wasn't the first thing he did when he got here, who knows? But he will grab a robe and then make his way over to where Kayam is, but not going all the way in, just putting his feet in, like not next to you, but like a little couple feet away.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for letting us stay.
Well, it was either either that or you were gonna stay at Kim Ji-woon's auntie's house. And if she didn't know if you were coming, you were gonna see a lot of her. And as much as I would have enjoyed seeing Kim Ji-woon's expression, I think I've embarrassed him enough.
Do I dare ask?
Oh, she is she's hot, and she's, you know those women that just know that they're hot and then know that they're hot like when they reach a certain age, especially that age where they can no longer procreate, and they've got to sow their oats.
So she's a cougar bear.
Oh yeah, she is a cougar bear, and she taught me a lot of things about myself.
I didn't need to know that.
No, but I needed to tell you.
I don't think you did.
I've never told anyone that before. And I just
Does your mom know?
Not because I told her.
Is it because she told her?
I think a letter was sent to my mom at some point. Not so much a letter, but I thought it would have been great to have an artist there to help portray our moment. And it was supposed to be for me. Just for me. But you know how moms can be with opening your mail?
Yeah, I think I'm.
I'm sorry.
It was a beautiful moment though. So
I'm happy for you.
yeah. Like I said, she was an experience. I learned a lot of my best moves, so to speak.
I kind of just lost all trains of thought with this conversation because of that piece of information.
Yeah, the bathhouse does that, and it's really early in the morning, and my limbs don't work. My brain also doesn't work, and my mouth doesn't quite. I'm just a little bit more loose-lipped than normal.
Have you been getting some sleep?
Oh. Not good sleep.
Are any of us getting good sleep?
I don't know, I hope some of you are getting, they're really nice futons, so hopefully some of you are sleeping okay. Slept a little better last night, I will admit.
In your own bed?
In my own bed. It's also kind of nice to just have all of my railings available too, because it takes me a while. So how I do this, you know how blood and body tissue is just, and our bodies are made mostly of water?
Yeah.
I bend my own body to make it move.
Without, and he'll move his hands in a bendery fashion.
Yeah. I do it with my mind. I don't know if you've noticed, but I I binned with my mind. And I boiled that man alive with my mind.
Was that your first time killing someone?
I mean, we did knock a whole bunch of guys off of the, that ledge one time with some trees, but that was, you know, in self-defense, right? This guy was running away. And I could have just stopped him from moving. But I was just so angry that I couldn't control myself.
I feel like there's always a point in every bender's life where there is just that time that you are more reaction than thinking about whether something's right or not.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, that's not even what bothers me the most. Do you understand the implications? It's one thing to be able to move your own body and to control your own body. I don't want to take away that sort of agency from other people if I never have to do that. But if people with power ever found out, I'm like the most dangerous person in the world, basically. That's fucking terrifying.
If people with power ever found out, it would be a cataclysmic reaction on your life.
Yeah.
Which is why we're going to say it never happened. Well, that you can do that part anyway.
Yeah, that I haven't tried on another person. And I think I'm gonna keep it that way unless, unless I have to. Whew. Wow. Thanks. Lo Fong tried to talk to me about it when it first happened, and I couldn't do it. I wasn't ready, but, there's just something about being naked in a hot tub, with you that just brings the best out of me, Wong.
To be fair, Lo Fong Lo Fong isn't the best at talking to people all the time.
He tried so hard, and I felt so bad afterwards because
Like,
I'm
not much better, and neither is Kim Ji Woon, but
you know what it is? I just like your eyes the best, man.
you are annoying, but a good annoying.
You like it. You think it's cute. Makes you feel good about yourself.
No,
No.
I want that meat.
it's a little weird. It reminds me
Uh-oh.
of my mom saying, you have the prettiest eyes.
Kayam, sinks further into the water. So, just, right here. For a moment, and then sort of comes up and is like, so, What kind of compliments wouldn't your mom give you?
Is this your way of trying to flirt with me?
I mean,
Again?
yes. I have literally been trying to flirt with you since the day I met you.
You're
Listen.
you could say,
Hmm.
I don't know. And there's just like I think at this point he just takes off his robe and then also follows to like the nose.
And when you sort of get into there, the water next to your face just starts to kind of move up and bend and just forms a little heart right in front of you.
I don't do the whole flirting thing. Not that I don't appreciate it, but it's been a while.
It's okay. It's, yeah, it's been a while. Since before, bad things started to happen.
It's been since the academy.
Oh, tell me about the academy. I just sit up straight, ready to hear this. I
I don't know what you want to
love
hear
hearing
about it.
I mean, I did just tell you about when. It was an experience. Was it good? Did you have a great experience?
It was-
Was it your first?
Teenage bumbling.
Oh, that. Yeah.
Like he was nice, but I didn't know what I was doing. He didn't know what he was doing.
So you don't know what you like yet.
Probably.
Will Wong, like I said,
I will
learned-
think about it.
I learned a lot about myself, and I know what I like. And anytime you want to figure something out, you know where to find me.
I will think about it. When not presented with everything that's going on.
And that's the crazy part, because with everything that's going on, kind of just wanted to because that's how I cope.
Last time I checked, coping mechanisms aren't therapy.
No, they're not, but
To be fair, I'm
Do
not
you-
one to talk either.
yeah,
so.
that I was about to say. When's the last time you talked to a therapist? So it's the next best thing.
I can't afford one and I'm always moving.
We just see Kayam's legs just sort of float up to the top of the water, and then his toes wiggles. He's like, "Oh, things are working."
So, your mom seems nice.
Please, yeah, she's she is a character, and I kind of get most of my view of the world from her. Just with the mask of my dad, if that makes sense.
There's like a small sad, like smirk smile, because Wong doesn't really smile a lot.
Yeah. just float
So-
a little bit closer to you so that our
Scooch, scooch,
shoulders
scooch.
touch. As for the faded.
As Arnica slides in.
Yeah. So the two of you are there. You're floating. You're talking. You've had a deep introspective moment. Some coy flirting, some outright flirting, some
We'll see
obscene
from
hand gestures.
Kyan.
Like they're low for that to have been so low key. Somehow that was worse. Like that was worse than this. I don't know why. It just was. I was like, okay, damn, nasty. Good for you. And with that, with y'all sitting, thinking about it, naked in the tub, and Kim Ji Woon at his auntie's house, and Lo Fong out in the street, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a break. 10-15 minutes. We'll be back. Grab some more food in me because my kid walked by with it and it was so delicious.
Get some
I
snacks.
took the rest of his. Now I'm going to go eat mine. So we will be back in like 15 minutes. It'll be so great. We'll see you then.
All right.
See you on the other
See you
side.
on the other side. Bye. Not clear yet. That's the wrong thing. That's the right thing.
You did it.
I did do it.
It's showing favorite game at the Citadel, though.
I know, I moved
Oh,
it.
there we go.
Okay, there we go.
Sup, nerds? We're back. We're here.
Hey.
Hooray!
We're a little queer.
Hmm.
And we're playing
Yeah.
Springtime.
That was a little. I'm super
A
queer.
little.
I'm so gay.
I'm so
I'm
gay.
so gay. All right. Speaking of so gay.
We're like 66% gay here. Like, on this show.
So speaking of so gay, we had two little queers in a hot tub having a great time, talking to each other, failing to flirt. Like they weren't failing to flirt, they were both flirting. It was mostly successful, but it was also
Don't kid yourself.
Intentions and expectations were laid out. Like that's what happened.
it was
yeah.
like
Kaya
it
was
was
successful.
a successful flirt
One side
one
was
direction.
successful.
in one direction.
I'm more of a Backstreet Boys fan, but okay.
They tried.
Get out of here. Tips were made. So
An attempt was made.
in that beautiful segue, so smooth, so
Mhm.
professional. Let's go back to the bathhouse. Let's finish up. Let's see what Kaim and Wong are up to as they finish up their baths.
Yeah. So I don't know. However long Kayam soaks is however long Wong stays in the bath for.
You gotta look like a prune before you're allowed to leave.
And the water's never gonna go cold.
Nope.
But yeah, I think at that point it's just awkwardness, at least on Wong's end, and then until Kayam's ready to get out.
Yeah, I mean, with Kayam, it's just like, yep, I've got some blood flow going to my legs, which means that I can make my brain move my legs, which that's how it works for everyone, right? Like, and yeah, you know, and my cheese and grapes and bread's done for breakfast, so I'm just gonna you know, I make like the offhand comment. It's like, if you don't want to see perfection, look away now before I stand up, like to go and get my towel and my robe to like dry off, sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There will be a polite glancing away,
Mhm.
basically. And while Wong does get his own robe as well. And he can't really he does have like a change of clothes, but he kind of left his crap wherever, like nearby. So it's like partially like, okay, gotta go back to my bag, gotta go get my one other set of clothes. So he's gathering up the dirty ones so servants can clean them however that's supposed to work, you know.
Yeah, we can have
It's
somebody.
busy.
You don't have to worry. I'll definitely make sure there's a laundry run done tonight for everyone. You can even borrow some of my clothes if you need.
You're a bit tall and they will be dragging on the ground.
Yeah, but I
he's-
was a child once.
I guess. So he is picking up his clothes and then
Mhm.
like just to like throw them somewhere, and like that piece of paper that I was telling you about just flutters to the ground. There's like a soft little bit of fuck.
I just sort of like pick it up quickly to like hand it back to you, but at the same time I'm like, ooh, what's this? A love note?
There is like a very like try and like quick to try and like snatch it back.
I am so much taller than you.
Please be careful with that.
Oh, sure. And lowers it back down to you. What is it?
Do you like let it open when you're holding it?
Oh
do
yeah,
you just
yeah,
like
it's kind of flappy. Yeah.
like the ends looks like it's very old, like
Mhm.
and has been like folded and unfolded multiple times to the point like where, you know, when you like fold stuff like a lot, it looks like it's like close to tearing like at where it's folded. It's kind of like that. And it's I know I described it in like an earlier episode, but it is a kid's drawing of like a family.
Oh, this is nice. Who is this?
that's my family.
This is you as a baby. Look at how cute. Are these your
I just give you a
moms?
look, and I like on the picture there are like two younger kids, a little older kid, and then like a mom, and then like a woman in like, you know, the pointy firebender
Mm-hmm.
shoulders with a house and like, you know, it's
Yeah.
not, I know Arnica described it as like it's not like the stick figures drawing, it's a little better than that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's still like a sun in the corner.
Yeah.
Uh
Look. It
that
gently.
one's me. And he'll point to like the one right in the middle that's the oldest kid.
You're a big brother.
I will point to the next younger brother. That's my brother's show.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably recently graduated from academy. And this one, he'll point to the girl. It's my younger sister, Rena.
Kayam just like gently like gives you back the paper, and there's this very the slyness, uh, the cope, the mask from his eyes is not there. I can't imagine how hard this is for you.
That's one way to put it. And this whole thing with the Fire Nation, I don't even know what's going back home, and I don't know what's going on, except my grandfather said that she would have been disappointed in me, so I know she's alive, but I don't even know if I'd want to go back, to be honest.
You're one of the strongest people I know.
You say when you have literally moved trees.
Yeah, but with my mind, not there's
The
there's
outcome is the same.
no, it's not the same. It takes a certain kind of strength, because I don't think if my family was a part of something so heinous or unknowingly or whatever, or my country, I don't know if I could stand away from them like you do.
Well, didn't really have much of a choice when I defected and you either go back. I wasn't going to see him anyway if I went back. I left a lot of I did a lot of damage when I decided to go. And I'm sure my grandfather told everyone that I died because he would have thought it would have just been easier to know that your entire nation turned their back on you. And I think he thinks it would have been better for my mom, especially after my other mom died. So Still rough, though, not knowing how they're doing.
Do you... Maybe... You might not be able to know what they're doing, but maybe we could arrange a way for you to let her know how you're doing. There's a lot of connections here with a lot of money, and I know a really, really good artist. We could have a portrait done, and we can send it to your mom, or your brother, or your sister, wherever you want.
I appreciate the idea and the offer, but I feel like it would be cruel dangling it in front of her. Or a prank.
Well, it's your decision. But, you know, it could also be a relief to know that you're alive and well. Even if it's away from her.
I think I'd be happy enough knowing that they're alive and well. Maybe I can bully Kim Ji-woon into getting some information for me.
That's not very hard. He's really easy to bully. I am honestly surprised how easy he is to bully, but I gotta hand it to him. He takes it like a badger mole.
And to be fair, my grandfather is a big name. It probably wouldn't be too hard to figure out about his daughter-in-law and the family.
Do you want to check on his face?
No.
I hope it melted it off.
He was a jerk, but he's still my grandfather.
I know.
I just wish he was a little easier to be around. Nowadays, anyway.
Speaking of found family, where is everyone?
That is a good question.
That's a great question.
I saw Kim Ji-woon leaving earlier. I don't know where Lo Fong is, but if Lo Fong doesn't want to be seen, no one's seeing Lo Fong.
I think he hopped the fence earlier for.
I don't think that's safe.
It's not.
He was supposed to be with someone.
I know.
Fuck. Scrambling to get more close. While we're being gay in the bath, Lo Fong's probably getting murdered.
Well, let's see. Let's see if Lo Fong is getting murdered. I feel like the answer's no, but we can check in. So, Lo Fong, are you being murdered?
Hang on. Let me. Is there an? Okay, there's no magic 8-ball in the Twitch chat, so no, I don't know. Am I being murdered?
That's very funny. You are not being murdered. However, you are feeling deeply uncomfortable. You know, maybe not quite as well as Kayam, but better than Kim Ji-woon, you know the streets of Ba Sing Se. Mostly you know the lower and the middle districts, but you know the top districts well enough to get through and get by.
Oh yeah.
But people aren't looking at you in particular. You look like You know, they're giving you the same not look that they give anyone that they assume is a servant. Because obviously you don't belong here unless you belong to
Yeah.
somebody. I see how you dress, sweetheart. But you know, no one's really looking at you suspiciously. In fact, they're very much not looking at you. You're not being acknowledged. You're moving through the world like a
Just the way I
ghost,
like it.
just, just the way you like it. Except there's just, is it, here's the thing. It's most of the time, it's easy for you to tell you are not a paranoid person because it's not paranoia if they really are out to get you. But there's just so many eyes in Bossing Say, and there's so many memories in Bossing Say. And right now, you're having a hard time trying to tell the difference between whether you're really feeling, are you feeling these eyes on you? Is someone really watching you from everywhere? Because it sure as shit. There's a tenseness in the back of your neck, in between your shoulder blades. Um, maybe someone's
At one point in my life, I thought I would never ever come back to this city.
yeah. And then all of a sudden, as you turn a corner, you realize why you are feeling this way. Um, this is the night you left Bossing Say was terrible. It was a terrible night. There was one moment where you came very close to being caught. You almost didn't make it out. And as you turn the corner, you realize that you are in that same space, that same place where you got cornered. Why don't you tell us like a little bit about where you are and what happened?
So, ironically, it was not during an active mission that he was almost captured. It was when he was on downtime, and it just so happened that the remaining members of a family that had lost a member to one of his hits were there to, not even sure why they were there, but they were in Bossing Say, and it hadn't been the cleanest job. And one of the guards recognized him. And they kind of grabbed their people, and some of the city guard just saw them starting to chase this kid who didn't look like he belonged in the area, and so they started chasing him. And now he's trying to, and he was in the upper ring of Bossing Say, which was not his familiar area, so he's like running back and forth trying to find a way out, and ended up down a dead end street, and really was only able to make it out because a nearby household was having their dump the wastewater out the window moment, and it distracted one of the guards enough that he was able to kind of slip out of his grasp and out past them again, and kind of make his way through like a little back way he knew to a crack in the wall, and escaped out into the second ring. But it was the closest he'd ever been to getting caught, at least during that time.
Now, all these memories coming back to you, like, does this one feel like, does it just feel like a memory? Or does it feel like an omen that you find yourself here in this dead end feeling chased, just like when you were a kid? Or are you just wandering around? How you feeling, buddy? Let's talk about
He's
this.
almost expecting to turn around and see someone waiting for him. Like he's in the dead end now, and he's expecting to like turn to leave, and there's going to be someone waiting for him.
Okay. Well, you are in the dead end, and when you turn around, there's no one standing there. There's no one in the mouth of the alleyway. There's no, no one's blocking it. Just people walking past, minding their own business, doing what they do. and your shoulders kind of relax, and your breath kind of slides out of you, and you take a couple steps forward, and right as you reach the edge of the alley, two big, like these are big, bulky dudes. They've got a palanquin up on their shoulders, and they step in front of the alley. They turn to look at you, and you are blocked in. Um, how terrible, how frightening. Hey, Obi, so let's talk to you for a minute. So you've been talking with Auntie Wen. You have filled her in on everything. Everything, everything. Like you can tell Auntie Wen anything, and you have. Um, and she is, first of all, she is so fucking proud of you. She's out of all her nieces, all her nephews, all the babies. She would never say she didn't expect much of you. You are her favorite. She expected great things of you. But what she never expected was for you to be a hero. Like, you're not the kind of dude who has to be a hero. Your heroes are for other people. You were going to grow up and be a diplomat, a smooth talker. You were going to be like her, someone who makes things easy for the family. Um, and instead, here you are. Look at you. She is like, you could see Auntie is, because again, she has sobered up. She's been drinking a lot of water and stuff, but she's still a little bit tipsy. You can only make yourself so sober. She got a little bit of tear in her eye as she holds your face, and she's like, I am so proud of you. If there was ever a reason to tell the Fire Nation to go fuck themselves and put your face on a wanted poster, this was it. Your parent, don't be afraid. Your mother is gonna lose her shit, but not at you. The Ji-woon family will be so proud of you. Your daddy may be mad for a couple days, but you leave my brother to me. I'll deal with him. You're doing a good thing, Kim Ji-woon. Now, what we need to do, as she claps her hands, people start moving quickly. They're getting stuff together. They are armed. They got dudes. They got the security's coming through. A couple dressers come through. They got screens. They're setting up screens on both sides, and you know the drill. You let one team of dressers take you over there. She said, if we have to meet with a representative of His Highness, you're going in with the backing of the Ji-woons. You do not stand alone, and we will let them know that they don't speak for us. We speak for us. So go ahead. We're going to get you dressed, baby. We're going to go. I'll deal with Kayam's mother, and I'm sure we can put our differences aside long enough to get this done. Lord, she's still a little tipsy when she says this. Just remember that.
There's just this seed of doubt, but no, it's fine. This is Auntie. Auntie's Auntie. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We're okay. We're okay.
You get dressed out. You look spectacular. Like, it's been a minute. It was nice at the Earth Queen's palace. Like, obviously it's the Earth Queen's palace, but like, she doesn't know what you like. Your auntie knows what you like. Your auntie had the tailors come in. This is exactly how you like to dress. You look spectacular, Mr. Ji-woon. By the time the tailor is done, you are sharp. You look like a member of the Fire Nation, of a mixed Fire Nation Earth Kingdom family. Touches here, touches there. Look like nobility. You look like you deserve to talk to a representative of the Earth King. And Auntie comes out just as sharp. Oh, your auntie looks so fly and so fine. She got her hair up. She got them little fuck you glasses on. Like, you've seen auntie dressed for work before, and it's exactly like that. Those are your ooh, someone's in trouble glasses. When auntie puts those on, you know someone is in fucking trouble, and she's put them on your behalf. Ha ha ha. So, The two of you go downstairs. You have security on every side. Like, this is how your mother and your father move. No, the paintings have been pulled down. She had them working on it. There's no paintings put back up. But as you look, you can't help yourself. You look to spite yourself, and she laughs as you walk past, and just the walls are blank. The paintings have been tastefully taken down. You're pretty sure those are them. There's something in the corner with some beautiful tapestry silk draped over it, but don't think about it. Y'all get rushed out the door to a large palanquin. You are put in it. Y'all are put on security's shoulders. Start to cross through town. And as you do, you just happen to be on the right side of the palanquin. You just happen to be looking out. And you notice Lo Fong, who's not supposed to be by him fucking self. He's supposed to be with somebody. Lo Fong done slipped his leash and he's wandering by himself, and he just walked down a dead end alley like a fucking sucker. He's gonna get the fuck. You lean over, you tap onto his shoulder. You kind of gesture.
Yeah.
You're like, that's him. That's one of them.
That was mine.
She goes, oh, that one. I'm gonna assume that one. He looks a little, and she kind of goes muscly. Like, he's a little.
Let's go,
Could be
Auntie!
Wong.
And like
Probably not Wong. Lo Fong. Is that one? Is that the one? Is that Lo Fong?
Lo Fong. Yeah. Wong's.
And she reaches up,
Yeah.
tap, taps on and palanquin turns, and right as Lo Fong stands there, he's down the alley long enough that you guys start to turn into the alley. Right as you are pulling up and security's getting ready to move in, he starts coming out. You guys come this way. Everything stops. Lo Fong, you've never seen Lo Fong look startled. Lo Fong looks mad. Lo Fong looks like he's got his ass whooped. Lo Fong has 17 different stoic faces and 7 resting bitch faces, but you have never seen him go, oh my. Lo Fong's startled. It's the Lo Fong version of oh my.
Yeah. More like a deer in headlights kind of look, really.
Like kind of like squints like. All right, whatever Kayem got you into, shake it off. We got places to be.
It's funny that Kim Ji-woon assumes that it's Kai and he did something.
Kaya was busy being gay. I don't know.
Yeah. Lo Fong he realizes that it's you, and like you visibly see the relief on him, which is another thing you've probably never seen before. But then like he nods and he joins you, and he like nods deeply to Lady Wynn.
Lady Wynn has, normally the ladies, as they go out for the day, they decorate themselves. They got fans, they got little bags, they got all sorts of cute little things that they can fidget with and distract themselves and pop you, all sorts of shit. Lady Wynn she's got like a notepad, and Lady Wynn is set, like, she could have been the family lawyer. She could have been the family lawyer if she didn't want to party so much, but she's not. Lady Wynn likes to be the family diplomat. She's the Princess Margaret of them. Okay, she works the crowd. So the baby brother ended up being the family lawyer. Your mother, Mr. Kim, actually is one of the family lawyers. That's why everybody's so scared of her. Your uncle's the smooth voice, but your mother's the shark. Everyone is terrified of your mother in court.
Raises her voice and people move.
So, your auntie is sitting there. Her hair's up. She's got the pen. She's got everything. And she's just, she looks like a She looked like a pinup. She looked like a painting. She looks perfect. She looks at Lo Fong up and down, and she goes, You look. You don't look familiar, but there's something about you. And that's all she says. And she reaches up and she taps on the palanquin again, and it begins to move. It is headed back towards Kayam's family's estate. So, Kayam, you and Wong have been hopping around. Y'all been doing the getting dressed in a hurry thing. I'm running through the hallways with my shirt half on, trying to half an ass cheek is out because I'm hopping into my pants.
Yeah.
Well, half of Wong's ass cheek is out. I do not suggest you run and hop into your pants. You just stretched your legs in the tub, boo. Don't do that.
Yeah.
But Wong, you got a cheek jiggling out your pants as you try to run.
It's on.
It's on. It's on. We got it.
My clothes were nicely laid out for me to get dressed in.
I had to go scrambling
yeah.
through my pack to get that one spare clothes I have.
Right.
While we are running down the hall, like, should get like to the front, you know, go look for fucking Lo Fong who slipped his leash. I'll actually like grab Kayam's hand quickly to like pull them to a stop.
I pause and lace my fingers into yours before turning around. What is it?
Back what we were talking about before. If you want, while it's just you and me, you can call me KO.
KO. All right. And I lean really close to you. It's nice to meet you, KO. And I pull back. You could feel my breath against yours as I pull away.
And then, like, very quickly he lets go and then keeps going.
Mm-hmm. Feeling really accomplished in this moment as I follow you.
So, here's the thing. This is what comes next. It's definitely going to be perfectly well behaved. This isn't about to be a mess at all. Kyle, as you and Wong come around the corner at a clip, you see your mother.
Mm-hmm.
She's standing, and you know that arch in her back. You know when her shoulders are locked like that. Your mama's ready to whoop. Your mama's ready to beat someone's ass.
That's a fight.
Your mama's ready to fight.
I pick up the pace. Like, to be at mama's side.
Not only is your mother ready to fight, your mother has put on, like, your mama has went and changed her clothes. While normally she prefers a very casual style like yours, something convenient and easy to wear in the field. You know, some people, she's a firm believer in day to night to field to restaurant, in that she will go from the field to a fancy restaurant in her dig clothes and be the most charming, interesting person there without being extra loud. She doesn't understand why people think she's so funny, but they do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you're an autistic life of the party and you don't quite
And you
understand,
don't
why,
understand. Yeah.
but you know how to work it.
Big Temperance Brennan vibes, right? Like. Mm-hmm.
So that's your mom. So when your mother dresses up, you know for a fact that one of a couple things is about to happen. There's about to be something to do with her work that requires that she speak with, like, the head of the university. Or, I mean, it could be because representatives of the Earth King are coming, but that wouldn't explain
The tensity.
That wouldn't explain the puffed up cat that is your mother's spirit right now. Just the puffed up cat owl in her, just ready to hiss and snarl. But you know what does make your mother princess the fuck up, so that
When she
everybody
would.
visually Wenji Woon.
And I'm like, there's a moment where I stop just short, maybe even to the point where Wong, you just kind of like almost bump into me, and I'm like, oh no.
Your mom looks pissed.
Yep, that's because Wen Ji Woon's here.
Yeah, and y'all look, you're standing, Chaim, you're standing behind your mother because you're looming over her shoulder, her big, beautiful baby. And Wong, you're technically on the other side. You guys are still holding hands loosely behind his mom.
He did let go.
I did let go, unless you take it
did
back.
let go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, y'all let go.
Maybe in that
you
moment,
could.
I might reach to like take it back for emotional and moral, like for
I
support.
was gonna say, he needs some emotional
I
support
need some
right
support right now because it's about to get messy. Like,
We're about to have a knockdown drag out, it looks like.
yeah.
Like,
Hair pulling, you know.
Yo mama has put on the ornamental nail caps that just so happen to be a little too sharp to normally wear in polite company. Like, she's got on the ornamental nail caps. She's got her hair up and tightly rolled. It's so beautiful. It's so practical. It's so hard to grab and pull. Yo mama's got the floor length sleeves. Has she weighted the bottom? Guess you'll find out if she swings them.
Mama,
Ma'am?
And there's the palanquin. Y'all can see the palanquin. It's not just Wen Ji Woon. Wen Ji Woon has shown up in her yard with like 7 security guys, and they're all armed.
Should I go back and get my polearm?
Nope. It's okay. It's alright. This is not that type of this is not that type of messy.
So I'm good, but not like 18 against 18 people good.
I might be, but there's plenty of trees here.
I don't think your mom would appreciate if I firebend in her yard.
Nope, she's definitely wouldn't, but it's not.
You know, her voice is clipped and tight as she goes, "Don't you dare." But
just stuck in my head.
The good news is that I'm live. Don't ballet dance over. I will give you a hug when I'm off the air in like half an hour. So no, go. So there is a slight relaxing. Other parts of her continue tense up. There's a slight drop in her shoulders as the door slides open. And the first person out is not Wen Ji Woon. It is your little friend, Kim. Lord, y'all all grown, but not to her. That's your little friend. It's your little friend, Mr. Kim. And he steps out as such a gentleman. He reaches up and he takes that fucking, look at that bitch. Look at her raggedy ass 6 inch. Ain't no need for her nails to be 6 inches. Tacky. Not classy. Look at that. Why is she dressed like that? Now your mother is trying to decide whether she has to double down or not because she is now overdressed. Is she now overdressed or is Wen Ji Woon underdressed? That's a whole new battle that she has to fight. She was not mentally prepared for this. This is not the fight she and Wen Ji Woon have all the time. So, good news, bad news is that your mother's at a cognitive block. She was prepared for one kind of fight, and Wen Ji Woon did not show up dressed for a bitch fight. Wen Ji Woon showed up dressed for business, and she don't do the kind of business that the Ji Woons do.
No.
What the fuck what have you been up to? She knows what you've been up to, but Jesus fucking Christ. It's one thing to hear it, and it's another thing to see it. To see the Ji Woon family, not the Ji Woon party girl, the Ji Woon family unloading in your courtyard.
Yeah.
Your mother quickly starts taking off the nail things.
I pass a glance to one of our workers, and I'd be like, "Go get the kimono." The blue one.
And your mother looks at you She
Hi,
goes,
Mama.
why don't you? Your mother has gone out of her way to never ever since she found out about you and Wen Ji Woon, you don't answer the door. Normally you would be sent as the eldest son to go answer the door, greet them, let them in, and then she would come in as the hostess. Like it's absolutely scandalous and deliberately rude that you are not allowed to greet them. And she goes, go seat the Ji Woons, please. I'll be right
Ooh.
in. I need to change.
I give a very polite bow to my mother, and stride on over to the Ji Woons. And I first give a deep bow to the Lady Wen. But even as I bow, I am looking at her through the lashes of my eyes. Like, because it's been a while, and it's like, Lady Ji Woon. Sup, Kim? May I please escort you to the guest parlor? We will have refreshments ready for your company.
I'll
She
give a little
nods.
wave to Lo Fong.
Now, y'all know this song and dance. This is like her favorite game to annoy your mother, is every so often for socio-political reasons, for things that the women of a certain monetary statue do, they end up on the same committees to do something around town. And it is her absolute favorite pleasure. Just work your mother's nerves because y'all make too much money for your mama to haul off and give her the punch in the mouth she, to be fair, rightly deserves. Y'all too rich for that, but she wants to. Y'all mama want to punch Wen Ji Woon in the face every time she see her. And Wen Ji Woon loves that. She loves flirting just enough to be lightly scandalous, but not enough that the whole community would go, no, she deserves that pop in the mouth if your mama loses her shit. Wen Ji Woon does not flirt with you at all. Like you have never not gotten that smile and those eyes to say, I could have you right now. And you're like, yes, you could.
Yeah.
She don't give you that look today, Kayam.
No, she doesn't.
She goes, it's a pleasure to see you, Kayam. Please let your mother know we're waiting. Like, damn near dismissed. She ain't got time to play with you today.
There's
as much as she
almost
would like,
like
funny
a,
as it would
a
be.
tense relief that this is 100% official. Like there is like I'm so close to Kim right now that he probably can like physically see like my muscles like unhinge and relax. And it's like, of course, ma'am, right this way.
Oh.
And like she just goes past though, and I like
Right, you fall in line directly next to Kim Ji Woon. She knows the way. She technically should be waiting to let you lead her through. We all know it, but also this is Wen Ji Woon.
Yeah.
She's leading the way through your house, and you have dropped in line behind Kim. Just gotta look over him.
Yeah, and like Kim gave you this you realize as you fall in behind him. This is it. This is revenge. This is it. You're gonna have to deal with this.
What are you talking about? This is the best day of my life.
Your mom still wants to kill Lady Wen, though.
Kill is an overstatement. She just wants to make sure that she has less teeth than when she arrived with.
That's exactly what she wants. She feels
And
like
the
if she
thing
had
is-
3 of Lady Win's teeth,
Yeah, and
she could let it go.
And the thing is that Lady Wen has the money to replace the teeth. And the other thing is that, and I just like lean into Wong, my mom already has 2. And like, I'm gonna detour to the latrine. I'll see you guys there. I have to pee really bad.
All right.
Yep.
Also,
Mhm.
Lo Fong, where did you go?
With dead end alley like a putz.
Like a butts.
You should know better.
He just like doesn't like he still kind of looks a little dazed, if anything. But he just kind of nods and then he like he like you can tell that he knows he fucked up just from like how he's carrying himself. Like he knows. He knows.
Are
Um
Are you okay? Did something happen?
no, nothing happened. Just some memories I would rather forget.
Well, let's go watch a amusing situation with Kayam's mom and Kim's aunt. Try watch her not punch your aunt's teeth out, Kim.
Mm-hmm. And he
So-
he just looks at Wong like before they go and he's like just says, I think Lady Wynn knows what I am.
What makes you say that?
Just something she said when we met.
We'll hope she just leaves it at that and doesn't go any further.
Yeah. And he's gonna follow them in.
Now, when you get in, the scene is set as follows. This is a beautiful lounge in the front part of the house. It faces in towards the beautifully manicured courtyard. Lots of big, airy, open space. The doors have all been opened. There's a lovely scented breeze coming in. There's a table set for, it's an enormous table. It is set for high-ranking nobility. Like, it is the best china, the most formal setting. Ever since y'all let Kayam's mom know that you were waiting for someone from the palace to come fetch you, she understands better than y'all that you're not just going to become someone's going to come fetch you. Someone is going to show up, question you here, and then if they decide that what you're saying is worthy of bothering the king, you will be escorted by them then. So she knows that there's a royal entourage on their way there. Maybe not the king, definitely not the king. The king definitely is not coming out. Not for, I don't know what y'all said, but not for this. But someone will be coming, and the servants have been going. So there's all these fancy little nibbles set around, the finest of the flatware, the everything's set out. And your mother, Kayam, and Wynn are just sitting there about 8 feet apart. Your mama done swole up. She's just, she's dressed more formal. She's had her hair put up in a slightly less elaborate way, but still nicer than Wynn's. She's wearing, a more practical, professional kimono, but it's still a dress. Like, it's a formal professional. She looks, to be fair, your mother has won the fashion game. Wynn wasn't playing the fashion game this time, which is, she must really have been worried about her baby nephew, because she should have known better. Point to your mother. Wynn looks like she works for your mama, dressed like that. And it has put your mom slightly at ease. Not completely, but her knuckles are no longer white as she looks. She's just looking at Wynn over the tea. They're not saying anything. Wynn is not sorry, but she's not baiting her like normal. They're just cold staring at each other. Nobody says anything for like 3 minutes. Just drinking tea. Who would like to break this tense silence? Who feels brave, gentlemen?
So, Lady Win, what brings you here?
Everyone probably just turns to stare at Wong. Everyone.
I immediately takes a sip of tea, realizes the mistake.
Yeah, that was whoops.
The corner of Lady Win's mouth ticks up. She can't help herself.
She can't help.
That's very funny. Bless your heart. You, Ubu, you tried it. And she just kind of sighs and she goes, well, you know what? I'm here because you all have managed to get yourself in so much trouble. And I just thought you might need a little bit more backup than what Lady Gao Hong is able to provide when the king's men come. Kayam, yo mama, every little bit of I'm doing so good drains out of your mother as Lady Win says that your house cannot provide the safety and hospitality to the level she expects for her nephew Kim Ji Woon. Oh, and also for the rest of you.
Like you see Kim tense slightly as she completes the statement, and as he just like watches that first shot go across the bow.
I look at Kim and I just shake my head. This is not our space. They have to work this out. This is not on us.
Just not like completely non-verbally. Like, you know, Kim was raised a noble son. He understands how to play this game. Like you see like in the way he glances like back and forth, like just like if we don't play this, if we don't play this right, blood, death.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Luckily, Kim's good at this game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Right? Kim, right?
After exchanging that look, because I have a seat next to my mom. I am assuming, like, I have my own chair.
As well, you should, yes.
I have my own chair in this room. I will eventually inherit this estate. And I sort of like, I reach over. I don't touch my mom. Like, I don't like grab her arm or anything because I know that's not going to make it better. So much as I take the chair of the arm that she has, like, probably like an elbow on, and I just take the chair of the arm, and I look at my mom, and I am like, would a generous branch of peace Lady Win has bestowed upon us, Mama. I don't do the that's Val. After all, she cares for Kim as much as you. That was definitely Kayam. As much as you care for me, and having the extra support is welcome, right?
Your mother stops. She has to close her eyes to breathe. You had her, you almost had her, and then you said, as much as you care about me. She's fine, she's got this, she's fine, she's got this, she's fine, she got this. You are used to this. Wong, you can't help yourself. You have to lean a little bit closer because you are pretty sure that for not a firebender, that woman may be lightly smoking. Like, If she, you know for a fact that if she was a firebender, this is a woman who would physically have burst into flame by now. She would not have been able to control her inner fire. Something would have gone.
She's not a bender at all. Like, just a person.
And that's probably best for everyone's safety.
Mhm.
Still terrifying.
Oh yeah. And she goes, well, I suppose if Madame Ji Woon has nothing better to do with her day than to spend it here with us, overprotecting young Mr. Ji Woon, I absolutely understand. Um, I'm not sure what danger she thinks she would be in, but that we could not handle ourselves. But I'm sure we appreciate the time. That it's the thought. We appreciate the thought. Here's the problem with your mom's not as slick.
Yeah, that's when I look over at Kim with a slight nod to your auntie. It's your turn. Like...
And Kim Ji-woon still doesn't know why there's this animosity.
No, Kim Ji Woon do know. Kim Ji
Yeah,
Woon
yeah.
know the
He knows
Kai.
no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Kai
Okay.
told him.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah.
Might be.
Yeah, no, there's a
It's
there's
been
a
like a
bird on
month,
the
it's
floor
not
that's
your
not coming
fault.
out. Madam, I am sure that you take with all due seriousness the threat posed by the international conspiracy that we're here both, as much as it galls me to say, as fleeing from and warning the Earth King of. My aunt is skilled in negotiating such matters, skilled in dealing with such that some might even go so far as to suggest practice. And as I understand it, you are an academic of renown, of skill, of practice. The kind of academic who is out in the field as much as, if not more often, than the classroom or writing notes in a scroll. You understand the benefits of expertise.
You know what, Mr. Kim? You are so. Here's what I'm gonna have you do. I'm gonna have you roll for this one. I'm gonna have you. You're rolling a. Let's see. Let's decide together. Do you think you're pushing your luck by trying Kai's mom, or are you pleading?
Can I throw a wrench into this?
No, yes.
This is a comfort and support.
All right. What you think? Comfort and
Dark,
support?
it's happening. Comfort and support. Let's go.
Yep, I agree.
Okay.
All right.
Guide and comfort, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was talking about the mask. Oh,
Oh.
no.
Nice.
Oh no.
All right.
You
Let's
have,
see
Oh, no.
you
here.
have rerolls?
Yeah, I do, and I should. We're making the attempt here. Let's
can do it.
mark one off the list.
Okay.
Try again.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Mm.
Let's call it a second and a half where I can actually feel like the lightning pass as she prepares to do something no one can ever take back, and I just shift my phrasing just that little bit.
Yeah, and you know what? You see Kayan's mom. You see her catch herself. There is sometimes you stand on the cliff's edge of I'ma beat the brakes off a bitch and my kid is watching and so is hers. You find yourself teetering on that moment of will I be the better woman or am I gonna show some children what a bleeding bitch look like today? I have stood on that precipice
Oh my god.
more than 10 times. And so has Kaim's mother. And she stands there teetering until finally she lets go. You see her breathe in, breathe out, and she looks you dead in your eye and goes, Mr. Kim, thank you. I appreciate your willingness to remind me of your aunt's finer qualities and that there are reasons and that she deserves to be here to support you exactly as much as I deserve to be here to support Kai. And she takes a deep breath. Oh, Kayam, your mom's about to win this so hard because she takes a deep breath and she looks at Lady Wen Ji-woon and she says, Lady Wen, as the guardian, and as she starts to say guardian, and she looks at you, Kim Ji-woon, and she looks at Kayam and she goes, as the advising elder of the Ji-woon family, you are welcome in my home. Oh, trump card played. There's nothing Wen Ji-woon can do. One, she just called Wen Ji-woon old. Two, she just played the bigger person card. Three, she invoked both the babies to do it. There is no moves left. Wen Ji-woon is staggered. She does it like a lady. It's hard to tell, but you can see she's like, fuck. My favorite game is annoying Kaim's mom, and I'm not going to be able to play it all today. And you see her just breathe, and it's Lo Fong and Wong. It's not that you don't understand all the minute, very small expressions going across their faces. You can tell that there is 7 different levels of silent rich people games being played. You don't recognize every single micro expression happening, but you do see y'all know enough to realize that a woman has lost and a woman has won, and neither one of them are your auntie and your mama, so all you are is glad that you ain't got to be caught in the middle. Woo! Life is good.
Like, I never had to deal with this back home.
Not.
It's a whole
Did
different.
not.
It's a whole different level in Ba Sing Se.
Yeah. And I was like
Often
upper
say
middle
drama.
class, and this is like high class.
It's a different game.
Yep.
Whole new game. And with that, there is in the distance, down at the gate, there is a bell pull at the gate. You hear it ring through the front courtyard. The servants stand and head out towards. All of you look to see who is at the gate. And with that, we all know what I'm about to do. Let's go ahead and do our closing questions. Let's leave it there. Let's see who's at the gate next week. We all know who's at the gate, or do we? I know who's at the gate.
We can
So
guess
let's
who's
go
at the
ahead and
gate.
do our growth questions. I'm going to ask the ones for all of us, and then you're going to go around in a circle, say your individual question, and then we'll decide how you're doing with that. Growth questions. Did y'all learn something challenging, exciting, or complicated about the world? Mare, what about you? Did you learn anything exciting, challenging, or complicated?
Not in the sense of the world, so I'm gonna say no. But like knowing that Kayam fucked Kim's aunt, I'm not counting it though, so no.
But I mean, you
That's
also
true.
did learn the intricacies between the women of Ba Sing Se today.
Against my will.
I want y'all to know that against my will, I watched like 7 different clips of Real Housewives. I watched it on mute because I didn't want to hear them, but I watched clips so I could see how they sat and how they looked
The
at each
body
other. And
language, yeah.
yeah,
It's
I
good
did
stuff.
that for you.
Bullshit.
Uh, did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem? Wait. How about everyone else? Wait. Everyone else. Did you learn something challenging, exciting, and complicated?
I don't think so. Not today.
Yeah.
I don't know because you learned that for Casey,
Yeah.
you did learn a little bit that maybe what you did isn't so secret through.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
there have been hints dropping, but like
Yeah.
Lady Win saying that I looked familiar. Yeah, that could count.
I think so.
Spectacular. What about you, Obi? Did you learn something challenging or
Yeah.
complicated today?
I mean, and it's never coming out. That's on
You
that's
should
on
get
you.
four. You should get 4 check marks just for that today.
That's on you. That's on you. Win now. That's why they always made those faces.
You always also learn something against your will.
Why they made those faces.
Yeah, now you know why they look like that every time. Your sisters be like, I want to grow up to be like Auntie Win.
Honestly, on my end, this is all. None of this is new for me. Like, this is all like, unless, like I'm trying to think of something in the conversation with Wong. Well, I did learn Wong's new name.
I feel
I
like
wouldn't say
actual
that's-
name.
I wouldn't say that's like new and interesting about the world, though.
Yes,
You
it
are part of the
is.
world.
You are
Yeah,
part, you
your
are,
Okay,
character is
whatever.
part of the world.
You are part of the
Hashtag you are my world.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Hey!
Writing down that timestamp for a clip. Like, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to check off for that. I learned some things today about the world.
Now,
My dark past.
Yeah.
did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem?
Mm.
I'm going to tell y'all right now, if you all had not been there at this moment in time with this exact problem, Lady Win and Lady Gohan would have beefed for the rest of their natural life. It absolutely would have. They have caused community issues before. They have been removed from places. I'm just gonna let you know right now, y'all all help solve a community problem because these bitches was
Okay.
these bitches was a
Okay.
community problem.
Yeah.
It was the problem of the community.
yeah.
That part.
It was.
I was about to say they were about to throw hands, if not for us.
Mhm.
Yes, legitimately, if not for y'all and not wanting to be their best selves in front of the youth that they respect and love the most, then bitches would have there would have been food. There would have the Earth King himself could have walked in and they'd have food in their hair, pulling hair fighting.
It's
So.
the people they love the most plus Wong and Lofong.
And
Let's walk in
the
love,
thing is, none of us could have done anything about it. We would like they have to
Listen, what would have happened is Kayam would have correctly gone like, oh, it as soon as they move toward each other, it's too late. And
Too late.
Cam would have tried, and like
I probably would have bloodbended you to stop.
Stop.
You only gonna hurt
Be in the
yourself.
middle.
Remember what I said? When only absolutely necessary, that would have been a moment where it would have been absolutely necessary because I didn't want you to die.
All right. And finally, did you guide a companion towards balance or in the session at your center?
I did end at my center.
yes, did do that.
Well,
I'm still left at center, so
I think I might end at my center because I got friendship and survival, and I don't know, that was kind of friendly.
I actually
Oh,
Yeah.
Like, what is my? I forgot what moves my balance. To be honest with you, I have to look at it.
That's the whole balance thing is the thing. One rule I do not know very well.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
leave
We will
mine as
spend
it
some
is,
time
yeah.
talking about shift and balance over the next week. I will read more deeply into it so I can
So
answer the questions from multiple sides.
I will just leave it
Yeah.
as is then.
Okay.
Yep.
Same.
And now all of you have a unique personal growth question. Let's start with Mare, work our way around, and then we'll do outro, and then we'll end with Val, who can start at outros and work our way.
Perfect. And
We're so clever.
Yeah.
yeah.
All
Um,
right.
Mine is no, I didn't really do any bad habits today.
Okay.
You did eat my fruit.
That was imposed upon me. To be fair.
You didn't ask. You technically
I'm
stole
the
it.
one who said, I know the fruit was imposed for. I
Fair.
said, Lo, you are stealing fruit.
No, I did not do any of my bad habits.
Okay. Lord, I need to give you something to steal. I will give you I will let you steal the stink off shit next week. Remind me. Did you stop a dangerous threat? No,
Wait, we're on. Yeah,
I
already
know
did
we are.
this.
I just looked and I'm like, look, I'm looking at the wrong page. All right, there's Mayor. Casey, what is your personal growth question?
Did you try to make amends for past mistakes or prove you're a different person now? Unless you count like absent-mindedly walking into a dead end and letting himself be vulnerable, then probably not. No.
Yeah,
No.
no. I don't feel like you made amends, but you are definitely, we're getting it. Don't worry. Don't
Oh
worry.
yeah. Oh yeah.
We're-
It's
You're so set up. Next week is your week, little buddy. Don't worry about it. Nobody heard that. Um, Obi?
Did you learn something meaningful or important about your lineage, its members, or its effects on the world and others? Listen. We have made that joke already. I mean, like, unless we are gonna make
It's
some
funny enough
like
to make it twice.
assertions about the power of those parties, about the effects that those portraits have had upon altered minds.
I mean, I'm not. Yes, I'm going to tell you, it's not even an assertion. I made the connection to Princess Margaret of England very deliberately. Margaret's parties were an enormous moving
Yeah.
political factor during the early part of her sister's reign.
Yep.
So
I
yeah,
love
no, all of a
Princess
sudden
Yeah,
you
yeah.
realized exactly why Auntie is so good at her job. So I mean,
Mhm.
I feel like that counts.
Yeah. Like, damn, and it's yeah. Kim is a politician bred. Yeah, no, he gets it. He kind of wishes he didn't, but he gets it.
Spectacular. And what about you, Val?
Yeah, with
what's your
mine,
personal
did I
question?
express gratitude to a companion for their presence, support, or teaching? Yeah, I had a whole gay hot tub moment. Like
I'm so
it's
glad you're gay in the hot tub with me. Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, pretty much. I definitely, but also, you know, vocalize my concerns about myself. Like that's a big step, and I also charitably listened to Wong. So yeah, it was good stuff. Um, with that, y'all, that brings us to the end of our stream today of episode 5. Yay, let's go. Um, it's a busy week for me. You can find me, of course, here at the channel tomorrow. You won't see my face, but on the channel, the Mass Effect 5e skin game will be returning with our friend Hamalu at the helm of that at noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern. And then you will find me Tuesdays over at Girls Run These World, playing some Monster Hearts 2, where I also play a horny teenage boy, except this one is a virgin, and definitely not as smooth as Kayam. And then after all of that, we're back here on Thursday with Old Gods of Appalachia at 5 p.m. 8 Eastern, and then back here on some Avatar. It's a busy winter for me, and I'm happy to have it. Everybody else, do your outros, and I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I had a beer, so
Yeah. Nope.
so
You broke the seal.
Yep, go ahead.
All right, Obi, how about you?
All right. I have been Kim Ji-woon, but elsewhere I am at Just Dyson on both the Bird app, formerly known as Twitter, and the Bluebird app, known as Blue Sky. Um, Once in a blue moon, you just might actually find me streaming something on twitch.tv/Shinobi, but where you will definitely see me is, in fact, tomorrow. For the premiere of the Mass Effect 5e actual play, where I will be Diamant Hakis, the absolutely trustworthy quartermaster Drell and assorted acquisition specialist. We'll see you out there.
Oh, I have a cramp in my back. Don't mind me. I'm technically still here, but also I just need to stand up for a minute. And my camera's awkward. Everybody would just looking at the bottom half of my titties if I stood in front of my camera. So instead, I'm going to talk to you from off camera for a minute while I try to stretch out this cramp in the weird part of my back while Casey says goodbye to us. I'm so old.
What?
Casey.
Oh yeah, I should probably unmute my microphone if I'm
Yeah.
gonna talk.
Help.
That would probably help. Well, so you can find me. I've actually started my Twitch stream up again. So you can find me at Ongaku Sensei here on Twitch. My next stream is Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central. Continuing my co-op playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 with a couple friends. You can also see me. Let's see. You can also see me tomorrow night on Clockwork Productions for Blood on the Clock Tower. Wednesday afternoons for that. Like Tuesday afternoons sometimes. It varies. I do a lot of that. And you can also see me on the internet. I'm on a lot of YouTube stuff with video game covers and such. You can find all that through my website and my link tree, which I'll give to Val later. So yeah, that's me.
All right. Fantastic. How about you, Mayor?
Hello, I am Mary. You can find me on all applicable social media at Archmage of Dice. I am currently not doing any streams right now until tomorrow, where it's not our season 4 premiere, but it is going to be our Q&A, post season 3 Q&A of our Horizons Callcast over on Sword and Key at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Next week at 6 p.m. Eastern time is our season 4 premiere. Let's go. I'm excited. We're starting off with a bang by being stuck in a mile-wide gelatinous cube in the ocean that will kill us if we don't get it.
Oh my god.
Oh damn.
That's
Hello.
amazing.
It is called the White Maw.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh
a
no, not the Moby
mile-wide
Dick slime.
gelatinous cube. Fucking terrifying.
It's probably
Jeez.
just whale cum. Anyway.
Oh.
Oh,
Mm.
Custodian.
Mm.
Tell that to my cast.
Look at that. We've managed to work the custodian in again.
Yep.
Not even the right show. I love this for us. I love this for me. I say that unironically. That's fucking funny to me.
It's very genuine.
So
It's very good.
thank
Yeah.
you so much for joining us tonight for this episode, for the halfway point, woo, of Avatar Legends of Reign of Smoke and Ashes. I've been your GM, Arnica. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Hive, everywhere at Arnica X Ross. I've been active on my Twitch. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft lately. It's so funny. You think I'd go off on a tangent here? Oh golly, you should hear me playing Minecraft. In fact, go ahead and stop by. I might do it later tonight. Girls Run These Worlds, Go Dark Week has ended, and we are kicking off 2024. Woo! Nice and slow. With a bang? No. No. There's been enough bangs in 2023. Let's do things slow. Let's ease in. Let's enjoy it. So right now, Monster Heart, spend all your time and effort admiring Val and the rest of the college kids of the freshman class as they do totally normal things. And there's not at all Pegasus and werewolf hockey and dead people. None of that. It's totally very boring.
Yeah.
You should watch. It's so much fun. And then it's not a Girls Run These World show, but I'm still gonna pimp out Val's fucking Old Gods of Appalachia. If you didn't catch the premiere last night, go watch it. And then spend like extra time watching that theme song and sit there and be like, hey, and then rewind it and then do it again and then watch the show. It was
Thanks.
so good. It was so good. We'll see you next Thursday. Not even my channel. We'll be there. We'll see you. Until then, Creator app will be open for Girls Run These Worlds within the next week. We are looking to hear from you. We cannot wait to get your show on the air, but that is me. I'm taking it slow. A nice, easy winter. I'm only here with you now for 5 more episodes. And gosh, we've been having fun, but
We
we're
have
about to
been.
get wild.
Got to get wild. All right, everyone, and with that, we will see you next time. We're going to go ahead and raid our friend Stella Luna. There's some tabletop goodness happening over there as well. And,
Yeah, let's go.
I'll see y'all tomorrow, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.